Hello, everyone. I'm Justin Stammer, and today I would like to talk to you about the increasing pandemic of obesity in the United States. By the year 2030, 50% of all Americans will be considered obese, according to Harvard.edu. Today, we will discuss what obesity is and other health complications that come with it, what causes obesity, and ways that we can prevent and possibly reverse the effects of obesity. I believe that due to my extensive research on obesity and other health-related issues, I'm qualified to give you this speech. I will now give a quick explanation of what obesity is and other health complications that may arise. So this graph, brought to you by the CDC, gives an overview of the percentage of individuals within each state that are considered obese. And in Iowa, we are at 30 to 35% of our population is considered obese, which is astronomically high. And what obesity is just an excess amount of fat on a person's body that results in a body mass index of 30% or higher. And your body mass index is just a calculation of your height and weight combined to determine a rough estimate of your body fat percentage on your body. Due to being obese, you can have many other health complications that can be fatal. And some of these complications include sleep apnea, type 2 diabetes, stroke, and heart attack, to name some of the big ones. And these can lead to a 20% lower, 20-year lower life expectancy than somebody who is not obese. With that being said, now we can talk about what actually causes people to become obese. So there are many reasons that may lead to becoming overweight or obese, but here are some of the most common ones, and in my opinion, the most preventable. So right away, we have your diet and exercise. So if you have a poor diet and you're not eating the right things and you're not putting the right food in your body, you're very susceptible to becoming obese because you're not giving your body the best possible food to stay healthy. And then to pair with that, your exercise level. So if you're not staying active regularly, like 3 to 5 times a week, it's very easy to put on extra weight and get into the category of being obese or overweight. Some things are out of our control, though. So if you're like a pre-existing health condition where you can't get outside and do stuff, or it's just hard for you to keep weight off, then that's not something you can really control, but you can still do some stuff to not become extremely obese or obese at all. Also, if you're just like physically disabled, that makes it very hard to stay active, and that's not something you can really control. But another thing that we can control that I think are very interesting, they are called food and play deserts. This is just a fun little graphic. So a food desert is just a place where you don't have food readily available, like fresh produce. So there's no like grocery store really in your town or within a mile of your home. So the only thing you can get your groceries from really is a gas station or possibly a fast food restaurant, which is very unfortunate for some individuals. And then this graphic over here, the Department of Agriculture shows counties around the United States where people they don't have a car and there's no store within a mile of them. So getting that fresh produce and other stuff, you have to walk over a mile to get, and that's very hard for some people. And there might be a gas station 2 blocks down the road, so that is way more convenient for you. So you just are used to eating unhealthy foods and not getting that fresh produce like you deserve. And then a play desert, on the other hand, is just a place where there's not like a safe place for people to get exercise. Like there's no paved sidewalks, there's no community buildings like a rec center or a YMCA, or there's no like public parks where people can just go and walk. And like there might be like a play set for kids to play on, just get some exercise in, but they don't have those in these communities. And these communities with these food and play deserts have the highest rates of obesity within the United States, just due to the fact that there's a combination of poor diet and lack of exercise, and that they don't have the resources to fight back and combat obesity. Now that we know the main contributors of obesity, we can now talk about ways to prevent obesity from becoming a larger issue. So whether it's you, a family member, a friend, or the community, state, or country level, we just have to realize that there's a problem. And that might be a little cliche to say, but the first way to prevent a problem is to realize that there actually is one. You have to know your body. So if you know that you can eat quite a bit still and work out a little bit and still stay in shape, that's good for you. But if you excuse me, if you have to work out a ton and eat less food or way better food just to stay in somewhat good shape, then that's fine too. There's different body types, different people, and that really contributes to being able to keep weight off. And then maybe help start a diet with your family or a friend in order to be able to stay fit and not reach that obese level. Cards going mixed up. Another thing that we can do to get rid of food and play deserts, we can fund programs to get more people to invest